It's okay.
Hello.
It's just Paige moving. She can linger.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Curse of Strahd Barovian Nights, part 2 of our Strahd Sundays.
Hello.
Some of our characters are on the road at the moment, so a few of us will be rolling for them in some instances, and as you can tell, I am dead. This is my voice now. Welcome to the afterlife. We're gonna do our best. Last time on Barovian Nights, the group managed to slap down a horde of ghouls and a grick, and also a mimic that almost ate them, which was about the extent of the danger that they faced. Lucius, however, almost completely disassembled Paige, and Lily got eaten and was too spicy, so got spit back out again.
Ooh, spicy.
The group was kind of settling down to try and maybe get some rest. Lily suggested it anyway. When Lily's doll Prudence piped up and said, "Yeah, you guys should probably rest. You don't look so good." And that's where we're going to pick up from.
I agree. I definitely think we should rest.
Lucius is also like, I also agree. I'm getting kind of tired, and some of us are a little beaten battered.
But the doll just talked.
That's
Yeah.
fine. There's no issue with that.
You spoke, and she made a adequate point.
She's been talking
This
the whole time. You just weren't listening.
This is Barovia.
I was almost killed by a scarf.
Yeah. What
Can we
nocturnal
secure- Can we secure the location we're in?
There's 3 points of entry in this location that we are currently in. I do not recommend it.
Well,
Hey,
I
where should we go?
Probably one of the hallways we already explored that has the coffins. There's only 1 point of entry there.
What about with the children? The boy and the girl of the house. That only has one entrance.
Their resting place by resting on it.
Rose and Thorn. There were additional resting places across the way, if I remember correctly.
You use the furniture to barricade a door.
I think that was upstairs.
Yeah, I don't think there's any furniture down here.
You are
Hey,
currently
we're-
sitting on a table, and there are 2 chairs made out of people.
Yeah, but we were just told that this has too many exit points. That if we go back further, there's no furniture. That's what I meant.
We can rest in the hallway with the children. I mean, as long as one of us stands guard at the entranceway, we'll be fine.
If we simply go into a hallway, there is only 2 entrances to worry about then.
What do you think, Prudence?
Well, thank you for asking, Lily. I am just so glad that you decided to speak up. I believe that we should go wherever y'all want.
Sounds like a plan.
Well, that Prudence. Well,
Thanks.
Grayson's like, oh, let's go just stay by the children. It's 1 entrance, 1 person can stay up while the rest rest.
Sounds
just
good.
want
We
out
can
of
read
this-
a bedtime story.
I just want out of this fucking house.
You're not the only one.
Was Prudence the one we found in the house?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
I immediately saw her and gave her to Lily because I thought Lily could use more toys.
Yeah.
Very proud of her.
Prudence.
Yes.
That is a very neat trick for a doll. For how long have you been able to speak?
Oh gosh. I would say jeepers, it's been a long time since I've been here, y'all. I'd don't really recollect ever since I've existed, I suppose.
We could use this. We could throw her into a room to scout for us.
I would prefer
Don't be
not. I
rude.
am extremely breakable.
Don't be rude. She's part of the party. She has been part of the party for a while now.
Just saying.
Do you have to sleep, Prudence?
Oh no, dolls don't need to sleep, honey.
Just checking. Do you think you could assist with the watch overnight then?
But I can certainly give it a go. I have never had to do such a thing before. If you prop me up, I might be able to take a gander. I can't exactly move though, so.
Worries.
So
Enough
sit
hassling,
here.
Prudence. We should probably focus on our objective of finding a place to rest. Lily's very beaten and hurt. We gotta take care of her. Isn't that right, Prudence?
Well, gosh, yes.
Uh,
The child is of the utmost importance.
Thank you.
Grayson is gonna ask Galen to help him move this bench into the hallway with them.
Oh, I'd be so helpful with that. But sure,
He's
I can
asking-
try.
He's asking Galen for a reason.
He's asking Galen because Galen's the only one else skeptical.
Yes! And he goes, as soon as everyone leaves the room and they're trying to grab this bench.
That was out of character too.
That was out of character. That was out of character for me.
He's like, Galen, we need to get rid of that frickin' doll, as he grabs the bench.
Yeah, whispering back or quietly talking back. Yeah, I don't know. Well, it seems harmless now, but I'm uneasy around it.
Well,
Seemingly, it may not be able to move on its own, so that's a bit reassuring.
that's what it says. I don't trust it.
What?
That's what it says, but who knows? It could be lying for all we know. He starts dragging the bench over towards the door. He goes, as long as both of us are not fooled by it, we can at least keep an eye on this frickin' thing. It's
That's
not like I
terrifying
need to sleep.
We get rid of the circle. There we go.
Oh.
Yay! Prudence has a picture now.
That's
Are we
terrifying.
drawing on the map? I want to draw on the map.
Right on Dale 72 East.
I thought it was Google again.
Technically,
Google's like, I am
Technically it
on the
was.
map now.
No, it's
And-
Paige. Paige was repaired, but like quote unquote repaired, you know?
that was one of your other voice boxes activating.
No,
Yeah.
someone deleted my bench.
Hold on, I can give you a real bench.
Google is Prudence.
Drawing on the map. Our DM's most hated thing.
I will harm you.
You're lucky that I am driving right now and cannot also draw on the map.
Is there a way to erase the rectangle I made?
Permanent now.
Click on it and delete it. There you go.
Oh, thank you.
There, you have a bench now. It's across the way.
Hooray!
I guess Paige
Paige
isn't.
is gonna sit on the bench and stand guard because she doesn't sleep.
Lucius is going to
72 East for 4 miles.
What's Lucius
Here,
gonna do when his navigation system is not talking over him?
sorry. Lucius is going to curl up on the floor and get ready for extra rest. Cause, God, I don't think I'm like exhausted physically, but I think emotionally.
Yes. I mean, you did kill Paige, so yeah.
Yeah,
I don't think I have any health damage.
Just
I mean-
emotional damage.
So are you guys taking a short rest or a long rest?
I forget. Somebody used all of their slots.
I have one spell slot remaining.
But I just need a short rest to regain my spell slots.
Yeah, I got all my health back when Wilhelmina repaired Paige, so I technically don't need a rest at all.
Yeah, I only need a short rest to regain my abilities I used.
I think I used up most of Nocturna's
Oh, wait, no.
spell slots.
I have up to 2 spell slots left.
Okay. So,
had-
short rest.
I have 2.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
if
I
we're,
won't
if
take
we're
a
not in
short
a rush,
rest,
I don't
but
see why
I'll,
we
like,
can't go long.
keep watch.
Really? You don't want to try to get some spell slots back, or do they all need long rests?
Oh, wait a minute. Correction. Remind me how sorcery points work. I can spend 2 to get a first level spell back, but do the sorcery points regain at a short rest?
I believe it's a
No.
long rest for your sorcery points.
I was gonna say,
Okay.
we're not in a rush, are we? There's no reason we can't take a long rest.
I mean, I guess.
I mean, yeah, we want to get out of here, but like,
Yeah, I think we
It
need
feels like we
to
just took
because
a long rest like 10 seconds ago.
well, the house is intense. I think we have to because Nocturna's slots were used mostly.
Yeah, I did
Yeah.
use more than the. I did use
Yeah.
more than the singular one that it says that I did.
Yeah, I would say long rest.
Probably a long rest because I'm the only thing. Nocturne is the only thing that's kept them alive at certain.
Yep.
basically, actually.
Alright, fine, let's take a long rest. Lucius pops down on the floor, closes his eyes for a long rest.
I just wedge into a corner and pass out.
All right.
Grayson only needs to a short rest, and he doesn't need to sleep. So
Yeah.
You'll
The
just-
long rest. I would need a long rest.
Well, it looks like he's playing board games then.
yeah, Grayson will
Yeah,
just
if
stay against the wall.
yeah. If other people need a long rest, then I'll take one. But if we're just doing a short rest, I can get by with a short rest.
No, long rest, long rest, long rest.
Long rest so that I can heal.
Okay. Yeah, I'll do that then.
Alrighty. So, Paige, go ahead and roll for perception as everybody else settles down for a long rest, and Grayson settles down for a short rest that will turn into a long rest as he stares at the wall for the rest of the time, I guess.
It is under abilities and skills, and I scroll down to perception. Guess who almost still pressed performance?
There's a backflip while watching.
Did it transfer over to this?
Sure it did.
Yeah.
It's a 5, too.
But don't worry, Prudence is on the case.
Is watching. Yes,
You're right.
I asked her.
Alright, I should roll for prudence, shouldn't I?
Yes, please.
This is not going to go well.
I don't think Prudence, her eyes only can flick so far in her head. Also, there's a bench in her way, and she's sitting on the ground. So, anyway, yeah.
It's fine.
I mean, Grayson's just leaning up against the wall there.
Any extra eyes?
Is he going to be taking his short rest first, or is he?
Yeah, he's gonna do a short rest first, and then he'll.
Okay. Well, then we'll bear that in mind for the second half of the watch. So, Paige, you're sitting on the bench, and you will occasionally crane your head left or right to kind of stare down in those areas to see if anything's going on. All you can hear is the steady drip, drip, drip of water somewhere far away.
And it just won't stop.
And it just won't stop. It is literal psychological torture. Or at least it would be if you weren't a machine and immune to it.
Sorry. Well, it seems all clear to me.
Never stop.
Anyway, so yes, it's relatively quiet except for that. Occasionally you hear the rustle of what you think are feet, and you look around, only to realize what it really was a little grain of rock that has fallen from the pockmarked walls. They are kind of worn by time and water, There's a general dampness to the air down here that is quite disturbing. Messes with your circuitry. But and it isn't until about midway through your watch, about the same time that Grayson is actually starting to come out of his reverie from his short rest, that you notice that that kind of air of wetness has increased. In fact, there's a tiny bit of mist covering the ground, about ankle high, that seems to be exuding from the northern portion of the hallway.
Don't like that. Northern portion of the hallway. We haven't been that way yet, have we? Or we have we? We have a little bit.
Not fully. We didn't
Not
turn the
fully
corner. Yeah, we're looking at casket names.
Mm.
Grayson will kind of get up and he'll kind of notice the mist and kind of squeeze his way by Paige and be like, "How long's this mist been here?"
It appeared slowly over the past hour or so.
I don't quite trust it, but our party does need to rest. So Grayson will take out his heavy crossbow and cock it and just kind of keep his eye down the hallway.
It is unsettling, but until a clear danger presents itself, I would not get worked up.
Go ahead and roll perception for me, Grayson, since you're going to be out here in the hallway with your crossbow for a while.
Oh, goodness.
I mean, it's misty. Come on.
It is misty. It never comes to above boot or ankle height. It kind of coils around the feet in a little artful waves and puffs. It doesn't appear to be very detrimental in any way, shape, or form. At least not so far. But you are a little disconcerted with the fact that it does keep billowing up from somewhere up to the north of you. You do hear every once in a while those whispers that you first heard upon entering the basement. Intelligible, nonsensical. You can't seem to make out what they're saying. But it has you on edge the entire time, twitching at every little curl in the miasma, as if waiting for something to leap out upon you. But nothing happens. The 8 hours draw to a close. You regain all your health and spells back, and you guys have had a nice full rest.
Paige will stand up and awaken the party by dragging the bench out of the way with a screech.
Let's just sleep through the screeching.
One way to do it.
Beautiful.
Sleep through the screeching.
The bench needs more oil. Nocturno waits with a
I need someone to wake me up. I didn't do it.
Nocturno briefly wakes with a jolt and smashes his hand on his shield and swears.
Lucius jumps to his feet and yells language.
You just yell language. Language!
Well, he's cursing in front of Lily, so yeah.
Language.
And Lily wakes up and goes, "Good morning. Did you
Next
rest
time.
well, Prudence?"
Oh gosh, it was just the most lovely little evening I had here. Me and Grayson, we had meaningful conversations with one another, not verbally, of course. We were just staring into each other's eyes.
He does stare a lot, huh?
It was a lovely meeting between two star-crossed souls.
I do not believe he blinked even once. But I could be wrong. He might be doing it while I was doing it.
No one out of this house so bad.
That looks scary.
I'm a monster
Hey,
hunter. I'm
where's
trying
he
not to
next?
blink.
I believe it would be pertinent to go north. Something was producing a very thick layer of mist across the ground, and it was coming from the north.
I wonder if it was a Mr. Ha ha.
Isn't the mist? Isn't the mist in Barovia? Wait, hold on. How do you do an Australian accent?
Crikey.
Crikey, ain't the mist in
Crikey, mate.
Barovia?
Oh, I'm gonna get more in character. Isn't the mist something a little dangerous here, loves?
Yeah, normally.
I believe so, but this seemed to be a lower laying mist, not the same voluminous mist that rises so far above our heads that we cannot see the world at all. This seemed more contained, purposeful.
Yeah, but it could go to be above your head any second. It can do that here. But let's go look.
Maybe their ice box is melting.
Grayson's gonna put away his crossbow and instead pull out his rapier and lovely shield.
Is everyone ready to depart, or is there more preparation required?
The right two lanes to turn slightly right to stay on Illinois 72.
Thank you, Lucius. Those are great directions.
I think he's trying to guide us out of Barovia.
He opens his mouth and a female automated voice comes out.
I'm sorry, my spare voice box is malfunctioning. We left, not right.
This is just spending too much time with Paige.
Just because, Gallon will cast Mage Armor on himself.
Okay.
Lily will too.
Can I cast False Life?
Okay.
I do Mage Armor because that is an 8-hour spell.
Let's go.
Grayson will go in front of the party and I guess start leading to the north.
Mm-hmm.
To the north.
Do I need to roll for the extra hit points?
Believe so.
Yes. Oh wait, yeah, 1d4 plus 4. Yeah.
There's a line.
There is a line.
Can't I cast that at a higher level too?
If you had spell slots for it, you don't have access to a higher level spell yet, though.
You're right. Okay.
Alright, you see the mist curling up from the room below that is just down the staircase.
I see nothing.
Grayson's gonna take his next couple of steps in a stealthy manner as he rolls.
Oh, I gotta roll the d4.
Oh.
Grayson disappears into the mist.
I've seen this movie.
Oh god. Hold on, let me reveal the area for you.
I guess
Oh,
Paige
shit.
will look at Grayson and try to follow suit, for what it's worth. Here we go.
Grayson? What
I will
Grayson? Where?
stay in the middle of the group.
Yeah, that's where I got you.
Thong, 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 thong as Paige goes down the stairs.
Alyssa's gonna let Grayson take the lead, but be right next to behind him.
Is
right,
Lucius
okay.
trying to? Well, Grayson's disappeared into the stealth. Does is Lucius trying to be stealthy as well?
Is Lucius trying to be stealthy? Lily also blends with the mist and becomes one.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, and you roll for stealth for me?
Yes, of course I can. You
Okay.
wear your heavy armor.
I know, I love failing my stealth rolls.
You got 16, not bad.
Not bad, actually. You lift your tail. No, you don't have a tail. You lift your armored feet free of the mist and gently bring them down one after the other, doing the most exaggerated tiptoe ever.
with the Pink Panther music going on in my head.
Dun-dun,
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 dun-dun, dun-dun, dun-dun,
dun-dun.
dun-dun. Dun-dun.
Guys, we're gonna get DMCA'd. It's too good. We're too accurate.
Alrighty, so you peer into this room and you find a set of table and chairs that are kind of just set and left there. There is nothing on the table other than what looks like a couple of plates that may have once held food. They no longer do. There are a few petrified crumbs left of something. And
no more salad bowls? Good.
No more salad bowls. You see a series of pillars to the south that are holding up a slightly taller ceiling. And here it's going to be about 20 feet tall instead of, 10 feet tall instead of the 7-foot tall that your tunnel was that you had been going through previously.
Thank God, we don't have to kneel anymore, Paige.
You also see several passages in this room to your southern point. There is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different doors that lead out of this room to the south of you.
Jeez. Okay.
He's gonna
Let's
head
go.
this way, and he's gonna peer down this hallway.
Alrighty.
The
mist
Paige
seems
gonna
more
get
highly
to-
concentrated down that hallway.
This one?
Paige's
Okay.
gonna do a quick investigation to see if there's any sign of recent movement that wasn't them. No too much mist. Never mind.
You don't need to re-roll your stealth, Grayson.
That was supposed to be for Gallon, but that's
Okay.
it's saying it's from me. So you know what? Let me just sign in as him, so this doesn't happen again.
Okay. Alrighty. Anywho, Paige, with the 13 investigation, you look around. While you can't see the floor because of the thin layer of mist that is currently clinging to it, you do note that the table and chairs are covered with a thick layer of dust and have definitely been undisturbed for quite a long time.
Works
Also,
for me.
from there you can see in here.
Huh. Is that a thingy?
It is a thingy.
I'm gonna go look at the thingy.
Alrighty.
Look down at this thingy.
Paige steps into this room and you find what looks like a folded blanket on the end of what looks like maybe the former remains of a pallet that's been slightly raised off of the extremely damp floor. And there's a moldering pillow and a blanket folded at the end that disintegrates under your touch. Grayson, as you look in this room over here, you find a bedroll that is on top of another pallet that has lasted maybe a little bit better since it's made of more waterproofing materials. But it too looks like it is covered in a thin layer of mildew and mold, and the stench of rotting bedding materials emanates from it.
He's gonna be like, I think I found the bricks.
Yep, and Lily, as you look into this room, the bed in there is up on 2 pallets, so it's slightly better shaped than the rest of them. You can still make out a couple of designs on the red blanket, but the pillows are overgrown with mold and lichen.
We could have stayed in here.
I'd rather take a trip to the hallway.
Agreed.
I'm gonna take a few steps down this hallway and take a peek around the corner.
Okay. Alright, and yes, Paige, as you stare into the final room, you find a bed much like what you had already found. Another decaying resting place.
Hmm.
And
Does the wall end here?
Yes, it does, sorry.
Okay.
There.
I just wasn't sure if there was anything else that way.
Nope. So Nocturna, as you peer down this hallway, you notice that the mist is much thicker at the bottom of this staircase, pooling and swirling there. as it leads into what looks like a much larger room.
Onward we go, I suppose, Paige says softly.
Sneaky, sneaky Grayson.
I'll let you two sneak ahead.
Do we have to re-roll our sneakiness?
No.
Pay close attention.
Really has her
Grayson ain't
eyes
going any
peeled.
further to the room gets revealed.
It's probably a good idea.
Pay no attention to the lizard behind the sneaky.
He rolled pretty good for his roll.
Lily's like right behind Grayson.
Oh, I don't like this room.
All right, so
There's no tree coming out of the. Is that a well?
it is a well. So in this room,
Boy.
you see a large raised ceiling, about 20 feet up. There are pillars holding it up that surround a well that is on a dark stone sort of pedestal almost. The well is made of the same dark stone as the pedestal it rests upon, and the same dark stone as the pillars are carved of. There are several pictures that are carved in the pillars themselves. Mostly they involve a sort of spiraling motion in which bats are flying upwards. There is a wooden trestle above the well itself that appears to be in very good repair and new almost, with a rope that is hanging down into the depths of the well below. And from that well is where you can see the miasma pouring slowly from in a smooth, coiling, almost waterfall-like motion. You also see several doorways throughout the room, very similar to the one you just entered through.
I don't like this. Grayson, slowly. Gonna check out the doors first, so you're gonna go peek down around the corner there.
Lily's like, I didn't know this is where the mists come from. I thought they came from somewhere else. But they come from wells. You learn something new every day.
So you peer down this hallway and find a set of stairs leading upwards, and they look like there might be another set of stairs after that, very small increments of stairs.
This may be the other staircase we saw.
Wilhelmina, were you trying to say something?
Yes. Can I throw a torch down the... Where?
Down the well?
Yeah.
You would have to approach it to do so. Would you like to do so?
Yes.
And all pages.
All right. So, Wilhelmina, you move towards the well, lighting a torch as you go, and prepare to throw it down the well. And Paige, you move forward with her, approaching the well as well. Paige, was that perception for the well?
Yes.
All right. And Wilhelmina, are you also trying to perceive the torch as it falls into the well?
Sure.
Okie dokie. Roll perception for me then.
Please be better than mine.
We'll see.
Lily, you're right up there on them. Are you also doing this?
She's kind of watching what they're doing, but I guess she can perceive down the well if she can see down the well. Is it like...
It's
is she tall enough to see it?
It's about chest height for you if you're standing on the very top step of this little pedestal.
So I mean, if you give a tug to Paige's skirts, you know she'll lift you up to look.
Oh, never mind. That wouldn't have been very good anyway. Okie dokie. So, this is what happens. Wilhelmina, you light the torch. Its flickering firelight dancing off the pillars that surround this well, making the carvings that are upon both it and the well look very ominous and eldritch in nature. Paige, as you watch her lift the torch over the edge and it spirals downwards into darkness, the flame flickering over and over and over again, you swear you catch the pinpoint pricks of two bright reflective surfaces spaced evenly apart from one another just before it hits the water and slithers from sight. And is kind of put out by the liquid at the bottom. And you can hear liquid there. It's very soft, quiet lapping noises of still water brushing against stone.
Okay. Let's see. I'm gonna investigate around the edge of the well to see if anything has either entered or exited the well recently.
Okie dokie.
Besides.
All right, so you start to get down on sort of a bended torso to kind of inspect the staircase that is around the well. It's just two steps leading upwards to an octagonal platform that the well is resting upon. You look for evidence of footprints or wet marks or really anything besides the cloying mist that hangs over and spills out of this well. And while you do not find any evidence that anybody has touched this well recently, during the course of your investigation, which lasts a minute or two, while Grayson is checking out the lower levels down there and spots the staircases, you do hear the water within the well make a soft, rushing, surging noise. And just as you crane your head up to look over the edge of the well, a soft sound catches you. Hello? Hello?
Oh no.
Is somebody there? Can you help me?
No, back away.
That a child's voice?
Yes.
I'm pragmatic.
Lucius goes towards the well.
Lucius rushes over towards the well.
Who's down there?
Perception. Do I need to do a perception check too?
If you're trying to see something down the well, yes, you need to do perception.
Perception check.
Okay. Perception check it is.
I turn to Gallon and speak in a low voice. Boy, mate, you want to go grab that table and come block the well?
All right, so you rolled a 9. You can't see anything down this well other than sort of the swirling mist they're exuding from it. Lily, what did you say to it?
Hello, do you have a name?
Hello, my name is Sam. Can I come out now? I don't want to be here anymore.
Yes, you can come out now, child. Everything is all right.
Paige is gonna look for a rope or something. Is there a bucket? Is there a rope? I have rope, hang on.
There is a rope.
A lasso. I have a lasso.
There is a rope. It is tied to the trestle of the well itself. You presume that there's probably a bucket at the other end of it, but it's down below in the well.
Alright, Paige is gonna take the rope and grab hold of the end of the rope. We will pull you up.
Okay, thank you. And you hear sloshing of water, and if you're holding the rope, you can feel that there's now a tension to it.
Why are you in the well?
Paige is gonna pull.
A mean lady threw me down the well.
Oh, that's not nice.
And I hit my head, and it hurt really bad.
It's okay, we have bandages.
Mm-hmm. Paige is gonna pull up the rope.
Grayson gets ready. He doesn't trust the well.
All right, Paige, go ahead and give me a strength check to see if you can pull up the bucket with the person who's talking inside.
I sure will.
There's still time to drop the doll down there and check.
Oh, yeah, no, there's a child in trouble, Paige. You are basically fucking Hercules at this point. End over end, time over time. You pull and pull and pull and pull until a head breaks through the mists into the view of both Lucius and Paige. And a little girl with black hair very similar to Lily's in a sopping wet dress that was probably once white but is now kind of yellow and green with the mucus and algae of whatever water source is at the bottom of this well. And her hands pale and clutching the rope as her feet are stuck in the bucket, kind of wobbling. She's clinging to it, looking bedraggled and terrified as you pull her up from the well. And she says, "Thank you. Thank you so much. I've been down there for such a long time." And everybody can go ahead and roll initiative.
Oh, initiative, damn it.
I knew it was
Click
gonna
on your
happen,
character.
but, like, I mean, it's a kid. She could.
Mason literally says, "Don't trust the house," and y'all trust the damn house.
Oh, the last kids we found were nice.
That's true.
I mean, you found me in the house.
I don't trust you either.
Oh, wow.
I don't trust any of you.
Oh, that's right. We did find Paige and Lily in the house.
We were going 2 for 2 on children.
I don't know how to roll initiative on here. Never mind. I found it.
Is there like a version of sense motive in 5e?
It's called Insight.
Insight.
Okay.
I mean, Kathy also thought, Samara from the well. Got it. As soon as you said Sam.
Well, her full name is Sam Raya, so.
I do not want to fight this small child.
I mean,
Lily was just about to be like, "Did you want to borrow some clothes? I have some spare clothes."
But, then she started the whole threatening voice, so,
Nocturna, did you roll? You did. You got 70. You forgot to click on your character,
You can
though,
fight
so I
the
gotta
small
fix you.
child, or you can protect the other small child. Choose one.
Fine, I choose Lily. Ready my short sword.
It's not a child anyway.
How do you know?
Because it's not.
Not like a small child, or like she transformed.
Do I need to roll again, or?
It is a child. But this is what it looks like.
I gotta zoom out. Too big.
Wait, is that a Time Splitters character?
I don't fucking know.
Even when Austin rolls for me, I don't roll that great.
Sorry.
I don't know. When Aaron rolls for me, I roll normally better.
Well, Grayson, this fits really well because you were prepared for this, and you get to go first.
Oh, awesome. Okay. Knowledge. What type of knowledge pool can I roll on this thing to determine if it's
Religion. This is a religion check.
Oh, I know nothing of religion. That's fine. I know nothing of it. Oh, wait, I rolled Gallon, not myself. God damn it. Hold on. Sorry. Wrong character sheet.
Gallon knows nothing. Okay, cool.
I know something.
So this is some kind of undead. That much is that much is obvious from you just glancing at it. You think it might be a ghost or a specter or a revenant. You're not really sure which one, because they're all very similar in physical appearance. But you're pretty sure it's one of those, which means that if it's not magic, it's probably not going to do much to it. And you probably do not want it to touch you if it's any of those three things.
He'll yell out, "Don't let it touch you!" And he will activate his Crimson Right as a bonus action on his weapon, his lovely rapier, and he'll actually...
Oh, it's the Grudge Girl.
Yeah. And
I think it's more of the Ring Girl.
It's the Ring Girl.
That's what I meant, Ring Girl. I
Since it's
confused the two movies.
Since it's a Revenant, he can't use his ability he wanted to use, but he will go up there and stab it with his electricity sword, making his attack magical. Woo!
Okie
And all right, I am on the right character sheet this time.
I believe in you.
That is.
Alrighty, you do hit with that, and that's 10 piercing damage.
Yep, and then it gets an additional. What is it? One. Hold on. Where'd it go? 1d4. So let me roll a d4, and that'd be electricity damage.
Oh, this poor kid rolled a 2. She goes last.
Yep, she's just gonna get battered by everybody. She's been stuck down this well for like a fucking century, and now she's just gonna get attacked. Anything else for your turn, Grayson, as your rapier plunges through her from the back, and she stares down at the thing within her, and lightning just rakes her form, and she screams, and it's a very childlike, girlish scream, and you can see her hands kind of grasp and go through the rapier before you yank it back out the other side.
Lucius doesn't feel good about this. Lucius doesn't feel good about this at all.
No, that is it. For
Excellent.
Grayson's lovely turn.
Lucius, you just had that happen literally 5 feet from your face. What are you doing?
Who's the closest to this demon girl besides Grayson?
I'm literally holding the bucket.
You, Paige, and Grayson are all on either side of her.
I'm also
backed
flanking
up.
her.
I backed up.
You said non-magical attacks don't do as much, right?
I'm sorry, what?
So, non-magical attacks don't do as much?
That is correct. What was that, Lucius?
I said that's all I have is non-magical attacks.
You are
Isn't your
flanking her
breath?
now.
What about your breath?
Yeah,
would that
sure.
count
Breathe that on Grayson. That's a good idea.
You could move.
Wait for him to get out of the way.
What's in your bag?
Paige, do you have Paige, do you have a magical attack?
That's a good. Technically.
Because what I was going to do for my action is I was going to grab Paige and get away from the child.
Why grab Paige?
Because that was before if he doesn't have a magical attack.
I mean, I technically have a magical attack, and I technically have something else I could do as well. But, you know, you do you.
Do what Lucius would do.
Yeah, I think he'd try to grab Paige and run away from the child.
Okie dokie.
Okay.
Is Paige resisting Lucius trying to drag her away?
Absolutely.
Okie dokie, that's contested. Strength checks. I'll roll yours, Lucius.
It sure is. Good luck. You're probably gonna beat me.
Yes, he does.
Cool, so Paige is dragged and she takes the bucket with her because she doesn't let go of the bucket.
Yep, which means the child is also dragged, I guess. Except instead of that happening, the bucket comes with you. The child continues to float over the top of the well. And the child is going to make a opportunity attack. Wait, no, never mind. She's not because of that. Okay, yeah. So you drag her back here.
Uh-huh.
All right.
Lucius, this is unwise.
Now you tell me.
Anything else for your turn, Lucius?
I think I'm going to ready my crossbow. Can I do that?
Can you do what now?
Ready crossbow.
Ready crossbow.
I mean, you can get your crossbow out and put a bolt in it, but you can't like fire it or anything like that because you used your action to pull Paige away.
No, I was gonna just use the rest of my turn to ready another action, like not have it done, but like just ready in action.
Yeah, loading a
For
crossbow.
next turn.
Loading a crossbow is just a bonus action, so that's fine.
Okay, cool. I'll just do that then.
Okie dokie. Nocturna, you're up. There's a girl floating over the well, and Grayson stabbed it.
Alright, I'm gonna move down here, cast that radiant flame that's been so helpful. And, what was it? Oh, it's in my spell list. I know how to, guys. Sacred Flame, sorry, not radiant.
Oh, she saves.
Oh no. I had such a good one-liner too.
You're the one-liner anyways?
Sure. Okay. Nocturna moves around the well and rapidly summons his holy flames. You're going back to a well down under, mate.
That was pretty nice. That was pretty nice.
I like that one. That one's good. She kind of throws her arms over her head, cringing away from the holy flames that burst above it, and gives another almost pathetic sounding cry.
Holy shit, and cringe at the choke.
Lily, you're up.
Thought we were gonna be friends. We helped you out of the well.
I'm also betrayed, Linda. I'm also betrayed.
Does she respond?
She is kind of... She's kind of looking a mixture of enraged, confused, and afraid. It's kind of a I am a mad ghost sort of look. You're not entirely sure if she is fully recognizing what's going on around her and not just lashing out. In fact, she hasn't actually made any physical moves against anybody yet, other than that weird voice string she did.
You should calm down. I thought we were going to be friends.
And Lily's just going to take a step back here and ready a magic rock, but isn't going to fire unless the girl, attacks.
Okie dokie.
Magic stone.
I like magic stone. Paige, you're up.
I sure am. Okay, so if I have a spell I want to cast, can I cast another spell as a bonus action? That's a no, right?
Only if that... okay, one of them has to be a cantrip.
Damn it. Okay.
So one of the two things you want to cast, whether it's the bonus or the full action, has to be a cantrip, because you can't cast two spells, but you can cast a spell and a cantrip if one of them says it's a bonus action.
Okay. So Paige is going to is Lucius still holding Paige?
Is Lucius still holding Paige?
Yeah.
Okay, Paige is gonna walk back to where she was. Mainly putting herself between the ghost and Lily, and she's gonna look over at Lily and is this a touch spell? Is this a touch spell? It's not a touch spell, so she's gonna look at Lily, point at Lily, and say, "Stay." And then, as she does this, there's a little sparkle at the tips of her claws, and I'm gonna cast Sanctuary on Lily. Aha. And then after I cast Sanctuary on Lily, let me do that so that way the whole sense of the thing. Cast Sanctuary on Lily. Was that whispered or was that public? I don't know. That was
public.
Yeah. Sanctuary on Lily, and then I'm gonna turn to the ghost child and try to reason with her, I guess, because I haven't attacked her, and just say, I apologize that you have been assaulted. However, I was the one who pulled you up, and if you continue to put my ward in danger, I will put you back where I found you. And then it's my turn.
Okie dokie. Roll persuasion for me just for the heck of it.
I will.
Or would that be intimidation? Whichever one you want to make it.
Whichever one. I need to. I'm gonna have to do this because it won't let me exit out of it. I'm sorry. And then
Sanctuary.
Let's see, intimidation or persuasion. Well, she's not trying to intimidate. She's just it's a point of fact. She will put her back down in the well if she keeps being naughty. So, Although, yeah, no, it's persuasion. She's not trying to be mean about it. It's just a matter of fact. But it doesn't matter.
It's the monotone way in which it was delivered. All right, Gallon, you're up.
Oh, it's my turn. So if I readied a spell, but I don't actually shoot it off, do I lose it? Like the spell slot?
No, I'm not going to do that to you.
Okay, cool. Against his instincts of just attacking off the cuff like Grayson did. I don't know how close I am to the thing. Let me see if I can sneak a peek on my phone.
15, 20 feet away.
Yeah, I think I'll stay where I am if I have a line of sight on it.
You do.
And I'll prepare a spell, and I'll ready a spell and cast it if they take any harmful actions against any of my allies. It'll be magic missile that I am readying.
Alrighty. And Wilhelmina, it's your turn.
Okay, I will, for, what is it? Prestidigitation. Do I have to touch her or her clothes to dry them? No, right?
No, you do not.
Can I dry her clothes?
Yes, you may.
Okay.
So
I will do that.
You hold up your hands, you cast Prestidigitation. A shimmering golden glow shoots from your hand to Sam. She kind of puts her arms up defensively and then stares with milky white eyes as her clothing dries and her hair, which had been hanging in stringly rivulets over her face and around her neck, kind of dries as well and poofs just a little bit. And she's kind of looking at herself in a bit of confusion.
And then, can I give a piece of fabric to Lucius? Do you have the crossbow ready?
Yes, I do.
Can I give you a piece of fabric to put onto the bolt for my bonus action?
Oh, thank you.
And that's it.
I'm taking it and attaching it as soon as I get it.
Okie dokie. So, Wilhelmina, you just step up to Lucius and plunk a bit of fabric over his crossbow bolt.
Okay, that's it.
All right. Now it's Sam's turn. She is thoroughly confused by all of this, looks uncertainly between Willie and Paige, and behind her at Grayson with his rapier. And her features kind of contort a bit in a mixture of rage and also terror. And she just kind of throws her arms up above her head in a sort of shielding motion and kind of curls in on one another and proceeds to scream. And as she does, her face contorts in a exaggerated, almost elongated manner. Her jaw stretches and unhinges, and you can see almost a void of black beneath. Her eyes turn completely onyx, and little veins of black stretch around her features and run down her arms. And she looks absolutely terrifying or horrifying. And you can go ahead and loose your magic missiles, and Lily, you can loose your rock. But then everybody is going to need to make a wisdom saving throw.
Woohoo! I hope to God Paige.
Yeah, I will.
Hey, what about
do
my
that.
Lucius, you used your action to pull Paige away. You cannot unleash your crossbow because you used an action to pull Paige away on your turn. I let you ready it as a bonus action.
Yeah, I have to light it.
I can't be feared, can I? No? Wait, no, I can't be put to sleep. That's it. Okay.
And then Grayson, Austin. I don't know if you clicked it already, but you can just click Magic Missile. I'm guessing 3 times in the attack box of the character sheet.
Okay, Grayson and Lily, you're automatically fine because of reasons. But also because Lily rolled a nat 20, even if she wouldn't have automatically been fine. All right, so that's 4, 3, 3, 5. That's 12 damage to her. All right. Oh, and I got a roll for Lucius too. I forgot.
Give me a couple seconds. I just got home.
You already rolled a 3. It's too late now.
All right then. Cool.
You are already terrified.
Yeah.
I'm currently
Also, okay. So, here's what happens. Oh, and then 9 bludgeoning damage from her stone. -9. Enter. Okay. So, oh man, that's rough, buddy. Let's see. Wilhelmina, you haven't rolled your wisdom saving throw yet.
Oh, sorry about that.
It's okay.
Thought I did.
Oh, good. Yeah. Okay. So, Wilhelmina, Lily, Grayson, and Nocturna, you are all A-okay, perfectly fine. It does not affect you other than looking very visually disturbing. Galen, you are also fine, although you do feel a sort of twinge in your heart and you momentarily feel your legs lock up as though you are about to run. But Paige and Paige and Lucius. Paige, you are not only terrified, but you feel your gears seize up a moment and a thin layer of corrosion and what feels like almost weathering. You can see the paint that makes up your features peel a little bit. Your parts, they look old, they look withered, almost damaged as you age 10 years. Lucius.
Warforged can't be aged.
Oh,
fuck.
Warforged can't be aged?
No, they are not affected by things that force your age to increase or decrease.
Okay, never mind. Strike that. But Lucius, you're not a Warforged. And you actually, not only are you absolutely terrified and will spend your next turn trying to run the hell away, but also you feel your scales get a little bit duller, your bones ache a little bit more, and your horns are a little bit more tender, and your back hurts a little bit because you're older now by about 10 years.
Back in my day.
Children.
And she's going to scream, and then for her final action, she is going to whip around and attempt to rake her hand across Grayson's chest. Does a 23 hit you, Grayson? Grayson?
Yes, sorry, my mic was muted.
That's cool. That's going to be 12 necrotic damage.
Jesus, that's a lot.
Sure is. That's her turn, though. Grayson, it's back to you.
Grayson's gonna stab a B-word.
All right, go ahead and roll that. That does hit.
And then the extra damage.
Okie dokie.
And that's all he's gonna do.
And you stab through her again, and she kind of flinches and writhes, crying out once more, "You were supposed to save me! You were supposed to save me!" And then it's Lucius's turn.
Don't I have to run away because I felt affected by the fear?
Yes, you do.
Drop the crossbow!
You said drop it?
I don't think
Drop
he's
it!
listening to reason.
Well, his hands would be shaking.
I'm old, the arthritis can't hold the crossbow correctly.
You dropped the
Lizard
crossbow.
arthritis.
All right.
Lizard arthritis.
Which way are you running, Lucius?
I am going to run towards. Hold on. My endpoint is trying to be like the bed in the other room.
Okay.
This way?
So you go that way.
like
Do you need me to
that
move
way.
you, or are you in control yet?
I'm in control, so I can go like this. Or like run past Wilhelmina and then did you just booking it? How many? What's my movement speed?
You got a dash.
So this is like 30 feet here.
And you have 30 speed, so you need to go 30 more.
Another
5,
6
10,
squares.
15, 20. That's 25 feet. 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60 is about here.
Alright, I'll be here. Bye, guys. I just booked it.
Nocturna, you're up.
All right. There's only one way to end this. I'm gonna run at her and hit it with a warhammer.
Okay.
All right. Let me double hand that bitch.
You do have advantage. Okay, 23 definitely does hit. Bludgeoning, it's not magical, so it's halved. Which brings it down to 4. Okay. You see your warhammer whoosh through her skull.
Like playing whack-a-mole, mate.
Anything else for your turn, Nocturna?
I don't think there's anything else I can do.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Lily, you're up.
I really thought we were gonna be friends, but after that, you scared Lucy.
And so she's going to create 3 magic rocks, chuck one at her, but then the other 2 she's going to have for if anybody nearby wants to throw a rock.
I'm sorry, I'm just losing my shit imagining this.
It definitely hits.
I know. I got 22. I'm mad.
Kabam!
I just can't.
Lily is really good at throwing things. And the image of Sam is flickering and shuddering. It doesn't look like it's going to hold up for very much longer. Paige, you're up.
Okay, so here's the question. Warforged are immune to being aged magically, but I'm still horrified, correct?
That is correct, yes.
Okay. I have 60 feet of dash to go somewhere then. I can't do that on my own, though, but I want to go south right hallway.
1, 2, 3,
4. Thank you.
5, 6, 7.
And you scared Jeannie too.
Yeah, Jeannie doesn't look very scared. She just looks like she can't look at the child, so she's gonna go over here and walk it off. It's fine.
2 more. Okay.
You know what? We both love kids. We're fighting. We're killing the kid. You and I aren't about that. We're just not.
Yeah, basically. Bye, all.
I refuse to
Lily's
be a
fine
part
with
of.
this.
I refuse to be a part of killing a kid.
Well, Galen, are you going to be part of killing a kid? Because it's your turn.
She's already dead, so it's fine. But you didn't hear that from Paige.
Do I have like a line of sight on him?
Yep.
Lily's short. Yes, we do.
Also, she offered you a rock if you want it.
Okay, then yeah, I'll take a rock and throw it at Ghost.
Okay, then.
I already rolled dexterity.
Okay, so I just do. Hold on. Is it
not you? He has to roll dexterity to chuck the rock.
Austin.
Sorry, I was reading. What am I rolling?
Dexterity.
Dexterity.
Oh, sorry, not that one. This one.
A dex check, not a dex save. Would throwing a rock be proficiency?
The attacker adds my spellcasting modifier to the attack roll.
What is your spellcasting modifier?
My
You know what? It doesn't matter. It hits anyway. Just roll damage.
Yeah, no shit.
So that would be 1d6 plus spellcasting, my spellcasting ability modifier.
Hell yeah. So D6 plus, I'm guessing 3?
Yes.
Yes.
You pelt this chick like you pelt this kid like a boy who's in love with a girl on a playground, but you don't know how to tell her, so you just fucking pelt her with a rock and run away.
Ah, youth. How I am an old dragon man now in Misty.
I am so glad Callan passes
Are you
will
gonna-
save because he's already old.
Hey, Grayson, can you roll that 1d6 plus 3?
Yes. What?
Just let it have fake hit points if needed.
1d6 plus 3.
Nice.
Excellent.
No shit, dude.
Alright, so here's what happens. So, Gallon, you take the rock from Lily and you kind of look at it doubtfully, shrug, and chuck it. It beans her straight in the chest, and there is a flash of magic and a smell of ozone in the air as this child screams, and the scream becomes unearthly. Her arms and legs elongate and shift and change and turn into blackened tendrils of ichor. And Grayson and Nocturna, hold on just 1 second.
I don't like this.
Does the 24 hit you, Nocturna?
I guess my armor class, right?
Yep.
Yeah, my armor class is 16.
Okay.
I was gonna say, there's no way that doesn't hit you.
Yeah, you're gonna make a strength saving throw, please. Also, you're taking 10 bludgeoning and 6 necrotic damage.
Jesus.
And you are grappled. And for the other tendril, Grayson, a 10 does not hit you, I am assuming.
Yeah, no.
How much damage should I take?
You took 10 bludgeoning and 6 necrotics, for a grand total of 16 damage.
Oh, thank God I cast False Life. I have 4 hit points.
Good for you. Not so great for you, though. Samara is now falling into the well as her form is starting to rapidly dissipate and dragging Nocturna with her.
Oh God.
I have a lasso.
Grab the rope. Grab the bucket. Grab the bucket.
It's more badass than a scarf.
Yeah, so, roll a dexterity save for me, Nocturna, to see if you can grab the bucket, or the rope, rather, to keep yourself from falling all the way into the well. Alright, so, Sam grabs you with her tendril and starts dragging you back into the well, and you can hear her whispering as she reels you in close. I won't be alone again! And as she dissipates into nothing along with her tendril and you're falling into the well, you feel something touch your shoulder and you grasp the rope about 10 feet above darkened, blackened water, and you are clinging to it as it sways, bashing you back and forth inside the well. You're out of combat, but Nocturna is currently dangling over the dark water of the well, clinging to a rope as the wooden trestle above groans.
Grayson attempts to grab the rope and help
Can
pull.
I? Yeah,
Kate
can I
runs back.
Oh yeah, Lucius, you're not afraid anymore.
Help me, there's wolves down here.
Yeah.
Grayson,
Now,
you
what do
try,
I
but it's
do?
so slippery and wet from all the mist, miasma. Your fingers just can't get a good grip on it. What are you trying to do, Wilhelmina?
I'm trying to drive the rope and pull.
Okay, strength check.
Paige, I'll help.
Wilhelmina, gosh, there's all this algae clinging to the rope. It's just slipping through your fingers. Paige.
Lily's gonna pull out her own rope and throw it down and say, "I'll help you."
Okay.
So many
Am
ropes.
I near the rope?
Somebody should probably grab the rope
You
because
can
this
run
isn't going
over
to end
to
well
the
with
rope.
Lily holding it.
Probably
Oh
not.
no.
A gallon.
Gallon runs over. Paige, with 13, you grasp the rope and you grab it and you're pulling it, but it's very slow going, and you're not sure if Nocturne is gonna be able to hold on long enough for you to get it to the top.
Paige is gonna wrap the rope around her arm and then start walking backwards. Hopefully, keep a grip on it.
And your servos crush and creak as you are trying to walk away. And Nocturne, you feel yourself bashed up against the side of the well wall as the rope lurches to one side.
Can I make an athletics throw to try to help assist climbing out? Or an athletics
Yes, you
save?
can. Yes, it's a check. Athletics check.
Please,
Yes.
Wait, so I can also come back and help too?
Yes, you can.
Yeah, Gowan is about to yell out for Lucius, like, Lucius!
Back,
Get back over here!
If I was
You know,
still afraid.
back in our home country of Australia, not Australia, Nocturna just jumps into wells and climbs up them again for fun. So with a 23 athletics check, you just brace your feet against the side of the well, grab the rope, and as Paige is pulling, you swiftly end over end walk up the rope as Paige is pulling and just pop right out that side.
Paige falls over when he pops up.
Lily, put your rope away.
Lily, as you are pulling up on that rope, please make a strength save for me.
Oh, fuck.
No.
Lily, you feel something grab the other end of your rope and drag you over to the edge of the well, and you are now hitting it with your chest, and you are pulled up over the edge. You are currently half in, half out of the well.
I let go of the rope and grab onto the wall with my spider fingers.
You do.
Can Lucius reach down and try to grab Lily?
Yeah, you grab the back of Lily's dress and haul her back over the wall. She steadied herself with her spider fingers. And
Let the rope.
The rope falls below, and you hear a loud splash, and an even louder splash. And everybody needs to roll a dexterity saving throw.
Sure.
Dexterity.
I hope that's dexterity. I can't read.
It was.
Hooray! Not very good dexterity.
Let's go. I'm proud of my dexterity saving throw.
That's pretty good for an old man.
Thank you, Austin.
Welcome.
So, Grayson.
I'm not over the hill yet.
Lily.
Nope.
Grayson, Lily, Lucius, and Gallon. All of you guys managed to dodge the deluge of green brackish water that shoots up like a geyser out of the well. But Wilhelmina, Nocturna, who just stuck the landing, and Paige, who was thrown flat on their face, do not, and they are doused quite thoroughly with this foul-smelling water.
Gross.
Disgusting.
On the bright
Better
side,
than wolf pee.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that.
maybe it gets off some of the musk. Who knows?
Paige will stand up, wring out the scraps of their skirts, and look over at Wilhelmina beggingly.
No problem. I'ma make sure and clean everyone's clothes.
Just Wilhelmina opens her own laundry business in Barovian.
I should. Thank
Lily
you, prestidigitation.
It is literally the most useful spell when you're adventuring.
Lily chucks her rock down the well and yells, "Knock it off!"
Nocturna dejectedly sighs and casts a healing spell on himself.
That was a close one. Ensure it does not happen again.
Says the one who pulled up the well.
I said don't trust this house.
Oh, good.
Are you okay, Prudence? I hope you didn't get wet.
So 11.
I'm right as rain, child, but I think y'all need to have better judges of character. You seem to run around with some crazy people, and y'all make friends with just about anything. I think you need to be a little bit more discerning on who you allow into your lives.
I agree with the doll. I want to die.
And anyone assist with a little healing here?
Wait, who does?
Grayson needs some help. He's
Yeah,
pretty
can I look around?
Cast healing word again on Grayson.
You sure can, Wilhelmina.
Oh, there we go.
Grayson, you get 6 hit points back.
I don't want to alarm anyone, but I'm out of spell slots.
Already? We just logged in.
To be fair, we used to
And
have
I
a lot.
got 2 spell slots. Yay.
I have one.
I mean, I almost drowned.
Well,
Valid. You're valid.
Paige is gonna walk away and look for a place to rest. This looks like a doorway.
Alright, Wilhelmina, you kind of glance around, and your investigation doesn't turn up anything in this room that seems very interesting. But you do see Paige go over to the south, and Paige, you look in here, and you find
Oh shit, it actually is.
Yep, a very nice looking room with a bed that is much nicer than the other ones that you found previously. This one is raised off of the ground by what looks like an actual bed frame. And the pillow and blanket actually look very new. They're made of a soft green material with several silvery designs etched in along it. And then there's a large polished chest made of dark teak-like wood with brass fittings sitting near the wall.
Paige is gonna look at both Grayson and Nocturna, point to the bed and say, "Rest. First come, first serve."
Grayson's like, I don't need a bed, but
well then.
He's like, I don't trust this chest. He's gonna step here and poke it with his sword.
Nocturna's gonna turn to Grayson. Didn't want to call you two either.
Wait. You have to lie. You have to roll deception, Nocturna. You have to roll deception.
Okay. Can I roll persuasion to try to cut it? No, I'm kidding.
What is this again?
Yeah, Nocturna's feelings aren't hurt at all. He is a big, strong boy. That's a chest. That's a chest, and Grayson is about to stab it with a sword. Grayson, roll an attack on the chest.
No one thought Nocturna wanted to sleep with Grayson. Nobody still thinks Nocturna wants to sleep with Grayson.
Wasn't he just aged 10 years? Oh, wait, no,
that was Lucius. Lucius is a very grizzled, very mature-looking dragonborn now. But
I
anyway.
didn't age back.
Nope.
I just lost like 10 years of my life.
You did.
Yeah.
This is what you get for automatically attacking children.
Your youth flies by.
Okay, wait, Lily, what are you wisdom saving for?
I gotta
go
with
with the
to
old-
see if she noticed that you know he is aged, like insight almost basically to figure out if he's aged, and she's gonna look at him and go, "You look different."
Okay. Anyway, here's what happens. Grayson, you reach out with your rapier to take a stab at the chest, quite literally. You poke it with the rapier, and while the wood is too hard for you to pierce it with a 10, you do, just poke it, and nothing happens. It certainly doesn't move. You don't appear to have done more than lightly scratched the wax coating that's on its surface that keeps the wet out.
You will very carefully open the chest.
The chest is locked.
Nocturna. Nocturna.
Doesn't he have a skeleton key?
Nocturna
Grayson?
approaches aside Grayson, pulls out his warhammer. You need the right tool for the job.
This one looks worse.
Then I proceed to bludgeon the chest.
Are you bludgeoning the chest or bludgeoning the lock?
The lock. Let's do the lock.
Okie dokie. You take that hammer, you bring it down with a slam onto the padlock, and there's a crunching, screeching of metal. And when you pull it away, the lock falls in about 2 pieces on the floor.
Everything's a nail when you have a hammer.
Grayson thinks Nocturna and opens the chest.
Alrighty. So inside the chest, you find a number of what look like carefully and neatly folded robes that are made for a humanoid of just about maybe Lily's height or a little bit taller, perhaps. They are kind of accented with beautiful silver embroidery around the edges, which appear to be in the shape of several runes of some kind of magical nature. You also find sheathed on top of them what looks like a short sword of some kind.
He'll grab the short sword and be like, maybe magic robes? I don't know. I'm not.
If it's a magic sword, give it to Lucius.
So you,
I do need one. I need something magic.
So
this
you-
is like the second enemy that I could like do nothing to because it was magical.
So you
Do you want to wear a magic dress?
Magic dress?
He kind of grabbed the sword and then like in his other hand grab the robes and go, "Is this magical?"
Can I look and see if it's magical?
That would be an Arcana check. The robes are definitely not magical.
They're not magical, but they're pretty.
They are very pretty, and they're made of a soft velvet material, and they've got a hood on them.
And they're
Can
lily.
I have it, please?
I mean,
They've got
I think
big,
that
deep, sweeping sleeves, and they're floor length.
I think you're the only one these will fit, so sure.
Does it have pockets?
It does.
Lucius bends down, kneels down, so he's next to Lily's like face, like it has pockets.
I can
Apparently,
put so many rocks in here.
Grayson's trying to determine if the sword is magic or not.
So you can't really tell if it's magical or not, but as you unsheath it from its scabbard and kind of peer at the blade a little bit to try and figure that out, you notice that it is very silvery in sheen.
Ooh!
He'll sheath it back up and put it on his belt. Every good monster hunter needs silver.
Don't you already have silver?
No, I don't.
Oh, Lucius.
What kind of monster hunter are you?
And a monster hunter can't conjure holy flame.
Oh, what's up, Wilhelmina?
I forgot your crossbow. Here you go.
Oh, thank you.
Grayson will take his other short sword, the
Where is Wilhelmina? I gotta walk to Wilhelmina to get my crossbow back.
She's back by the well.
Yeah, let me get my crossbow. Oh, sorry, the fear and whatnot. Thank you so much, Wilhelmina.
No problem, thank you.
Alright, and Paige, you were going into the next room. This room is not as nice as the one that you had previously stepped into. This room features a bed that is literally soaked in blood. Most of the stains look old, but a couple of them look kind of wet and fresh almost. There is a decided layer of moisture over the bed itself, and in the slightly more weathered chest in the corner, it still looks decidedly newer than some of the other pieces of wood you've seen in this basement, but it's definitely been here longer than the first room that you looked at.
Okay. Paige is first gonna. So I'm gonna investigate two things. The first thing is gonna look under the bed, and second thing is the chest alive and gonna eat me, but it doesn't matter because I can't tell.
So you peer under the bed, you don't see anything under the bed, and the chest does not look hungry.
Cool. I'm gonna try to open the chest. I don't appear to have any lockpicks.
You reach out to open the chest, and as your fingers close over the lid, you realize that it's locked.
Yeah. Can I use my fingers or lockpick?
You can, but it will be disadvantage on your sleight of hand check.
I will still try. Watch me lose a finger.
You will if you get low enough, yes.
Only the lock is a mimic.
Pinky finger.
Grayson does have thieves'
It's
tools.
the pinky. I don't need the pinky.
So you don't lose the finger, but the finger is now stuck inside of the lock, and you can't move your hand away.
It's a Chinese finger trap.
Yep.
I'm gonna show Jeannie my new robe. Excuse me. I'm gonna go look. Look, Jeannie, look at my new robe.
I'm gonna.
Lucius is like the Will Smith meme to present.
Paige turns her head completely around to look at the robe in full and says, "Beautiful."
I know, isn't it?
It is beautiful. Excuse me. Paige's head is going to turn back around, but the same way it was going for a full rotation. And then Paige is going to stand up, try to lift the chest, and smash it on the ground.
Go ahead and do just a quick strength check for me.
I sure will. As soon as it registers me rolling. There we go. Damn it!
So you stand up, you try to lift the chest to smash it, and your servos kind of whir and whiz, and you instead pull the chest kind of over on top of you with a grating boom.
Lucius is gonna grab the chest and being like, let me try, and try to break it with the strength.
Please nat 20 because I have a great way of how I'm picturing this.
Alright, come on, strength check. Not nat 20.
Yes, silly, you notice it.
My visualization of that was basically just Lucius grabbing it like Captain America did with a log and just tearing it in half. It was nat 20.
Oh yeah, can I still do that?
Yes.
You're just like, and then I hand the part of the chest that Paige is still attached to Paige.
And Paige, being,
Lucius put a rig on it.
Who needs a rock when you have a chest?
Also, as the chest
Lucius
splits
drops
open,
to one knee.
as the chest splits open, spilling from the contents of it, are several more robes of a more appropriate adult humanoid size. Not with the fancy markings that Lily's had upon it, though, although you do every once in a while see like a flash of like soft silver embroidery here and there, but a lot more crudely done, not nearly as nice as Lily's. And there's also a clink as a hairbrush falls on the floor. It appears to be made of ivory with silver bristles.
Oh, fancy. Paige is gonna pick up the hairbrush and hold it above her head because she's still on the floor and say, "For prudence."
Wait, what color is Lily's dress that she's currently wearing?
The robe that she just put on, or the dress she had before?
The robe she just put on.
Black with silver emblems upon it.
Is there anything in this pile that looks similar to that?
Yeah, I mean, they all look similar to the same color black. They just don't have the pretty silver stuff on them like Lily's does. Hers is fully embroidered. The other ones just have like one or two small emblems of silver here and there, and they're not as well done.
I'm going to find the one that looks most like Lily, hold it up to Paige, and be like, you two can be matching.
Paige stares at Lucius and squints.
Do I need to roll a perception for that? Because I don't get it.
Insight?
Insight? How?
That would be insight to try to figure out why she's squinting, I think.
Okay, insight to be like, why is she mad at me? The tale is old as time.
What did I do now?
Oh, hell yeah, -1 in insight, let's go.
Oh, natural 20 though. Yes.
Damn it, I wanted to roll so small.
What did he do wrong, Paige? What did he do wrong?
It's a nat 20. Fuck.
She's not angry, she's confused. But I'm already wearing clothes.
Yeah, but now you can, like, you and Lily can match and it'll be nice. And, everyone will know that you two, like, mean a lot to each other and you care about each other because you look the same.
Everyone already knows that she means a lot to me because I would murder them if she came to harm.
It'd be cool if you wore the same robe as me for a little bit.
At your request, I shall. She takes the rings.
And you should wear one too, Lucy.
Hold on, I have to get out of the room to, so she can change, because I am a gentleman.
Paige is gonna stand up and put the robes on over her clothes.
What robes are there?
So
I don't know.
There were about 3 sets of robes in the chest Grayson opened, and about 2 or 3 sets of robes in the chest that Paige was. It's more like 2.5 now because with the smashing, I think only 2 of them would have been remained intact.
Were all the robes that Grayson found child size?
Yes, they were all of the
Okay.
same size, so they were all clearly made for one particular person.
Mm-hmm. Paige is gonna hand the hairbrush to Lily and say it's for Prudence.
Thank you.
Now
You can definitely fix Prudence's hair. It kind of got a little messed up when I got eaten.
You now
And also,
you now have an ivory hairbrush with silver bristles worth 25 gold.
And Nocturna get up and go explore this room.
Yes, Nocturna can do that. Alrighty, so Nocturna, you find a room with a bed that's kind of threadbare. There's a couple of holes in it that may have been eaten by a moth or something like that, or maybe it just always had holes, who knows. But there is a layer of wet here, and you can smell a little bit of moldering. It's not as bad as those other rooms that you guys discovered previously, but the wet's starting to get to this one for sure. There's another chest in here. This one is not in as nice shape as the other and is currently cracked open.
Oh.
Can I approach it and use my hand axe to flip it open?
Yes, you may.
Let's do it.
So you reach over with your hand axe, you flip open the lid of the chest. It reveals another pile of robes. These ones are not neatly folded at all. They're sort of balled up as if somebody just threw them in here in passing. But it does contain what looks like on top of them, there's a black leather eye patch and there's something red winking on it.
Ooh!
Can I pick it up?
You pick up the black leather eye patch and you look, and it is a gemstone that is embedded into the eye patch itself, a red carnelian.
Can I try to attempt an Arcana check?
Yep, you can definitely do an Arcana check.
I don't believe this is going to work really well, but you know.
You don't think it's magic. You aren't really feeling anything exuding from it that would make it look so. You turn it this way and that. Just from looking at it, it doesn't appear to be magic. But you could probably focus magic through it. It is a gemstone after all.
Yeah, but the note would probably be. Screw it, can I put it on?
Sure. You put on the eye patch, and you can sort of see through the red gemstone a little bit, but it's giving you like a many-faceted view. It's kind of a little bit dizzying, honestly. Nothing seems to happen, though. It is a black leather eye patch with a red carnelian stone in it, and it's worth 50 gold.
I'm totally gonna keep wearing it for now.
Hold on. Lucius wants to find Nocturna and compliment the eye patch.
Okay.
Yes, my ancient lizard boyfriend.
Where is he?
It's like when
dude,
you're
that looks so sick.
It's like when your grandpa tells you that you look good.
I am an old lizard man now.
Sick as an ill?
I need to add a new item, don't I? To my...
Yes. It doesn't have like a drag and drop from the compendium. That's one you'll have to like type in.
I'm just gonna call it Sweet Eye Patch.
Okay.
Nice.
Sweet Eye Patch.
Lucius wants a high five Nocturna.
Yes, can we?
Do it.
Can we roll for sleight of hand to have a cool secret handshake?
Oh. I'm already rolling.
15! Hell yeah!
See, as his sight is thrown off because of the eye patch, he just there's like 10 of Lucius's hands coming towards him, and he's just not sure which one to grab. But Lucius, you make up for it with your sweet sleight of hand. Every time his hand goes to the right because he thinks that's where your hand are, you just dart in and grab it and boop it up. Nocturne has no idea what's going on. Lucius, you're carrying this handshake.
We'll work on it later. We'll work more on it later.
I can't.
All right, Paige, you peek into this room. This bed actually has some mushrooms growing on it. It is
awesome.
A decidedly decaying bed. It's sagging in the middle, soggy. You think you can see a puddle forming on the remains of the mattress and bed skirt. The chest in here, while closed, does look like the wood is rotting in quite a few places.
Huh. Probably not locked then.
Sure isn't. Or if it was, it doesn't matter, because as soon as you touch the lid to pull it up and open, the metal that was connecting to the lock separates from the wood with a screechy little jerking crunch, and you lift the lid no problem, with the lock still intact on the other end of the chest. Inside you find robes that are already growing a fuzzy set of mold and mildew over them, and what looks like a piece of folded cloth that has been eaten through by moths that contains something that's winking and green inside.
Oh, cool. I'm going to take the waking green thing and what is it?
You unwrap the piece of cloth, and out tumbles 3 large green gemstones about the size of Lily's closed fist.
Ooh.
Wow.
Neat. Paige is going to toss them into her mouth, and they end up in the chest chamber.
And you eat 3 moss agates that are worth 10 gold each.
Safe. Woo!
Man, we're gonna be rich when we get out of here.
If we get out of here.
Yeah.
Can I change my character's name to 50 gold instead of 50 cent because of the no?
Oh my.
No.
Paige calls over her shoulder. So far, it appears as if only the one room is acceptable to sleep in. Or rest in. Air quotes.
Alrighty. So, you peer in this room, and there is a lot of black mold growing over the bed in here.
That's healthy.
It looks as though it has completely taken over the bed and is actually crawling up the wall itself. It actually looks like it's pulsing slightly in some places, which is disturbing. The chest in here is falling apart. You can see several of the boards that make up its lid caving into the chest itself. Parts of it are sagging in one direction or the other.
Uh-huh. Paige is gonna watch the bed as they approach the chest and try to open it.
All right, you reach out a moment, and upon touching the lid, it practically collapses beneath your fingers. You're really just pulling pieces of wood and throwing them to the side so you can see what the contents were inside of it at one point. The corroded metal bands fall away, clanging upon the stone floor. And inside you can see the rotted remains of what might have once been black robes, but are now just so much kind of soupy, slushy mess that used to be cloth. They disintegrate underneath your touch. And there is a leather bag sitting on top of them that's about the size of a normal money pouch, made of some kind of tan leather.
Paige is gonna pick it up and inspect it.
Alrighty, you pick it up. Investigation or perception?
Let's see. Which one am I better at? Investigation is a whopping +5. Watch me roll a 1.
Nice.
So
wow.
You look the bag over carefully, merely turning it to the left. You can hear the clink clink of what you know to be coins inside, just because of the general weight and feel of the distribution of what's inside this bag. You're very good at being a scale, being a warforged. You also note that the construction of the leather is a little bit odd for an animal. You turn it this way and that, and then you notice there's a human ear on one side. This is a leather bag made out of human flesh containing money.
Well, I mean, it's still leather, so it's going in the mouth.
Paige's
I
mouth
wonder if
opens
it
wide.
hangs off the belt as like a ear piercing.
You know
Paige
what?
walks
That'd
out
be
of this
good.
room, and if anybody's looking her direction, you just see her toss this suspicious-looking bag into her mouth and swallows it without a word. Continues on her way.
Grayson's just been chilling this whole time against the chest.
And Paige is gonna go back down this way because it's the only room that's not complete ass.
Oh, we don't want to try to communicate with the sentient mold.
No, I do not.
Should we?
Really, time to rest. Paige called.
Boy, mate, I don't want to be that guy, but is anyone else beat?
I'm fine. So I think it's my turn to keep watch.
Can I have the bed?
Can you what, Wilhelmina?
How tall is the bed?
The bed?
Yeah.
It's about like a little
From
bit
the floor.
It's a little bit over knee height if you're standing next to it.
Okay. Never mind.
Paige is gonna wait by the door. There, like that. And we'll take watch whenever first watch is done.
Alright, Gallon, are you getting in the room with everybody else, or are you gonna chill out by the well?
Well, are we doing another? Wait, we're doing another rest?
We
Yeah.
gotta have to because Nocturna is out of spell slots. Okay.
Yeah.
I would be dead without that.
Yeah, might as well. I would get 2 spell slots back, so sure.
Should we push the bed up against the door?
Is there a door?
The doorway, rather.
Yeah,
There is no door.
It's more of an archway. There is no door.
Which is why Paige is going to sit right here and be half of a door.
Lucius is gonna sit right here and kind of be the other half of the door. Together we make a full door.
Lucius is trying so hard to make up for killing Paige that one time.
She doesn't know that. She doesn't know that.
Yeah, Paige still doesn't recognize that he did that. So as long as you don't say anything, he's fine. Somebody will eventually, I'm sure.
And then I'm sorry. But Lucius is taking first watch, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm
Lucius
taking
is
first watch.
First.
Okay.
Grayson
Alright.
only needs to rest for 4 hours to be considered a long rest.
That's good. Nocturna really just needs a nap.
And a change of clothes.
But yeah, is it a long rest or a short rest?
There's a robe in the other room. Hold on.
No, they're kid sizes.
The kid
Well,
sizes.
doesn't Wilhelmina prestidigitation, everybody?
Yeah, I did. I cleaned everyone.
She did.
Yeah.
Here, I brought you another robe.
And there is an adult robe in the bloody room, yes.
Ah.
Yeah, Paige got one adult robe. Nocturna, you are currently being handed the second adult robe by Lily, and Lily is in the child size robe.
That's adorable. I'll take it.
If any of the robes are like tattered or anything, I could mend them to like make them not ever.
I mean, there's robe soup in the top room, but
I don't
know if
think
that's
you're
mendable.
mending that one. Alrighty, so Nocturna is really the only one who needs the long rest. Everybody else is just kind of sleeping to sleep, I guess.
Pretty much. I got one spell slot I gotta get back.
They're regular robes, right?
Yes, they are regular robes.
Grayson just needs his hit points back.
I'm just going to my corner and passing out.
Okie dokie.
The bed is available, and the only good bed in here, if anybody wants to sleep on that, probably Nocturna. He needs the rest.
Nocturna.
Everybody's suspicious of the bed after that door episode.
I'll get to bed.
I'll take it. If only Lucius were here.
Nocturna climbs into the bed. Lily sits on the edge of the bed. Reads him
Whose
a
turn? Whose turn?
Story.
Your ship.
You want me to read you a bedtime story?
Let's do it.
And she pulls, and she pulls out. Give me a second here to remember what the name of the book is. Fur and Fang, Passion's Embrace.
Oh no!
No. Someone throw it down the well.
So, Lily, you open this book,
No.
and the first paragraph goes like this.
Don't take the book from her.
Yennefer felt her
No one knows
breath
the title of the
catching.
book yet.
Yennefer felt her breath catching betwixt her ample bosoms as they heaved, one after the other. Her corseted top
Butchering
pulled
some of
taut.
these words here. I'm just letting you know.
Hold on. Her bosoms heaved one after the other, so one foot moves and then the other one moves after the first one.
It was written by a man, okay? It was written by a man. They don't understand female anatomy.
Also, please know she's probably mispronouncing half the words. So.
It's like
her blossoms moved one after.
She could feel her heart race beneath her corseted top as her blood burned with a passion untold by ages. Looking deep into the yellowed eyes of her captor, she knew his bestial love for her could not be matched by any within the pack.
Is no one going to stop the child from reading porn?
Apparently not. Everyone's already hooked.
That's the first paragraph.
Right.
That's all she could get to.
Should I attempt to make a sleight of hand and then burn the book with sacred flame?
You can definitely try sleight of
Do you
hand.
have the spell slot for it?
It's a
It's a
cantrip.
Oh, good. Go on.
This unholy book must be burned.
All right, Lily, do a perception check. Perception check against his sleight of hand. You notice his hand light up with holy flame as he stares at your book.
And I move it away and say, if you don't want me to read, you could just say so. And I put it in my bag and I walk away.
I think I would rather. Wait. I think I'd rather fall down the well than listen to that.
Paige's head turns around again. Be nice.
Lucius sweats.
To be oblivious to this.
Lucius sweats because he did just hear Paige say that she'd kill anybody who hurt Lily.
Paige's head turns around again.
All right.
No one harm the child.
I bet Lucius was very interested in that book.
Wait, this is my perception for after Lucius's perception. If it wants to pop up, there we go.
You just drag an item to your inventory to add it, correct?
Yes.
Paige was too concerned with Lily.
Yeah.
Oof.
Lily's upset. I can't focus.
Oh, and Lucius, you still need to roll perception for your watch.
Sorry, let me. Sorry, I was trying to find it. Where is it again? Sorry, it's been a while.
It's all good.
Here we go. Perception. Oh, not bad.
Not bad at all.
Excellent. Okie dokie. So,
what do I see with my special eyes?
Everybody settles down for a nice long and/or short rest. As Lily prepares to talk to Herman. And Lily, you're just chilling in that room away from the people who want to burn your book, I'm guessing.
For the time being, I need to have a conversation with Herman.
Okie dokie.
As long as she's within eyesight of Paige, it's fine.
Okie dokie. So, Lucius, as you are looking out over the room, you kind of... Oh, excuse me, I'm sorry. You kind of find your eyes darting between the hallway to the right and the one that you know to be to the north that you guys came in by. And of course, ever back to the well every once in a while, just making sure that no little children are trying to crawl out in the middle of the night. It's actually pretty quiet, pretty peaceful. The steady trickle and rush of water from inside the well sort of filling the room with a slight bit of noise, so it's not completely bone-dead silent. It's kind of enjoyable. The mist has stopped pouring from the edge of the well, so there is no more of that upon the ground, although it has left a certain damp slickness over every surface of the room that glistens slightly on the darkened stone. You find your gaze kind of moving from one end to the other, and it catches briefly on the pillar that is closest to you there to your left. And you notice there's amongst the carvings of the bats that are there, you see a couple of like large black birds as well that seem to be weaving in and out of the streams of bats that make their way up the side of the pillar. And it's actually quite nice and very beautiful for something that is in this dark, dank, and ghost-infested dungeon. So, you have a pretty uneventful watch. Nothing happens. And,
okay. Good watch. Good watch.
And then you're gonna turn in and let Paige take the next half?
Alright, all up to you.
Alright, Lucius, you go to settle in with your love Nocturna, and Paige...
let me get on the bed right here. There we go.
Oh, God.
Beautiful.
Roll for spooning.
Wait, what would that be? Would that be sleight of hand again?
On the floor.
I don't know. I think it might be acrobatics.
My character sheet.
Successful. I'm a successful big spoon.
What about persuasion?
I mean, he already professed his love. I don't think there's much to persuade at this point.
I need to roll acrobatics save. Guess I'm Little Spoon.
You're definitely the little spoon. Alrighty, so as this cuddlescapade is going on, Paige, you take over for the watch. You can still see Lily off there to the left every once in a while, and you glance over upon occasion just to make sure that she's still within viewing distance, still there, but otherwise your head is sort of pivoting in a slow manner around the area, scanning it. You're not seeing anything too concerning. Every once in a while you thought you saw a flicker of a shadow somewhere, but when you look, you just notice it's a darkening portion of the stone itself. It's not actual shadows. You kind of get annoyed by the pillars that are blocking some of the view and the large well upon a pedestal who decided to put a well in the middle of a room, blocking eyesight of most of the doorways there. That's really annoying. And yeah, your gaze just kind of moves around the area in a slow, steady manner. And you don't seem to find anything untoward during most of your watch. One moment while I type something to Lily really quick, though.
Dun dun dun.
Ba, ba, ba.
You have no idea how badly I want to just have Paige dive headfirst into the well. I don't know why. I think I'm too immersed. I'm being called home.
Being called what?
Said I think I'm being too immersed. I feel the call home.
Dear Lord.
Well, I'm almost home after a 10-hour workday.
Woo!
At least you're almost home.
Yep, at the end of the session, basically.
At least you get good money.
It's fine.
Yeah, no, definitely good money.
Best
like
moment
Still not Vegas festival money.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
And you, Paige, you see out of the corner of your eye as Lily gets up for a minute. And she takes a couple of steps forward until she's about here at this pillar before she shakes her head and kind of looks confused.
Paige stands up and like walks over and Lily, are you alright?
Yeah, I just thought I heard something.
Heard.
It wanted me to go play in the well, but I'm gonna go back over here.
Right. Paige goes back to her watch, but she's staring directly at the goddamn well. And she's gonna stand over here now.
Gonna come and sit next to you, lay down next to you.
Lily gets an arm wrapped around her.
Alright, Paige, as you kind of cuddle Lily close and protectively, you resume your watch, gaze scanning across the area, taking in the scene piece by piece. The shadows seem to grow a little bit longer, which doesn't make much sense because there aren't a lot of light sources in here to begin with. How could they get longer?
Oh.
They almost seem like they're reaching out towards you and the child.
Mm-hmm. 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 What do I have in my bag? I don't have anything. It's fun.
Fives has everything in a bag, and
Literally.
Paige does not have much in the bags yet.
I know what I have. Paige is gonna pull out her painter supplies and distract Lily by helping her draw a picture. Draw a picture of what? Oh yeah. Can you show me what you think friendship between Herman and Prudence would look like? What would they do? Go on a picnic, or she's got little paint pots and a little paintbrush and a little bit of waterproof paper.
That's a good question. So Lily's going to think really intently and try to start painting, and
Kathy's going to try to think of what this could look like.
And also, you're going to roll sleight of hand to see if Lily can depict what Kathy thinks it should look like. Yeah, no, it's like a 5-year-old finger painting theme time up in here.
As long as she's distracted, that's fine. Paige is gonna watch the shadows, and if they come any closer,
Wilhelmina, can you roll a perception check for me?
Sure. Mm-hmm.
So, Wilhelmina, you were dozing in your corner rather fitfully, and you kind of give us sort of a start all of a sudden, because you could swear that you hear some kind of sound out in the room beyond where you are currently. Something besides the gentle whispered chatter of Lily and Paige.
Can I hear what it is?
It sounds
It
like
was
a
just a
weird
sound?
kind of sludgy, kind of almost suckered glugging noise, really.
thanks. I hate it.
Yeah. So who's awake currently?
So Paige and Lily are currently awake outside on Paige's watch.
Okay.
Grayson is kind of leaned up against the chest. Not sure whether he's awake or not. Grayson?
Grayson doesn't really sleep. He just kind of sits there in like a meditative pose, typically.
Yeah, you might be awake by now because it's been a little bit more than your 4 hours.
Oh yeah, if it's been more than 4 hours, he's awake. He's just his eyes are still closed, but he would be listening.
Lucius and Nocturna are snoring into each other's arms.
Yeah.
And Galen, I'm assuming, is asleep on the floor.
Okay.
You're not quite close enough to percept this one, Grayson.
That's fine.
Yeah. Paige.
Paige turns her head to look over her shoulder. Yes, Wilhelmina.
I have heard something in the distance in another room. It's some kind of suckling sound. Please take heed.
Okay. Paige is going to hand the paints and paintbrush and paper to Lily and say, "Can you go show Wilhelmina what you painted?"
hey, and she gonna go this. Lily, move. Thank you. Move. And be like, look, I drew Herman and Prudence, and they're hanging out, and they're doing what I like to do, and she's just kind of going on, and I drew somewhat of a picture in Discord if.
Perfect. Lovely.
Get out.
Can I reroll my perception check now that I have been given a clue as to what to look out for?
Yes, and are Prudence and Herman bathing in blood?
Oh no.
No, I just used. Well, I mean, who knows? I just used the red paint because red is my favorite color.
Don't know why. Sign me out of the app. Give me 1 second. Sign back in.
Grayson, having heard the others talk about noises, would actually get up and head to the doorway.
And you can keep that 20 that you rolled for yours if you want to. Oh, look. All right. So yeah, Paige, Grayson. Now that Wilhelmina's pointed it out, you also can hear that suckering sort of noise. However, you don't think it's from another room. You both slowly turn your eyes upwards. And hanging upside down from the ceiling.
Wake up!
By a mass of tendrils that exudes from the bottom of her ruined dress is Samara. And she smiles at you, her jaw dislocating and curling back to reveal a mass of teeth in several different rows. And as she dislodges from the ceiling and bullets towards Paige, that's where we're going to end for the evening.
Oh.
Damn it.
Alive still.
It's okay. I got lizard cuddles. I just hope it doesn't ruin his arthritis.
Well, thank you all for bearing with my terrible voice tonight. Hopefully next time I will actually be a living human being instead of one of the revenants trapped inside this dungeon. But we thank you for suffering through it for us tonight. Next
It was not
time...
suffering. It was great. I loved it.
I'm glad. Next time you catch myself and possibly Felix will maybe be this Wednesday if DM Calith is running her dinosaurs, also Dungeons and Dinosaurs campaign. If not, you will catch myself, Vaughn, and Felix this Friday. Oh, and Kat this Friday on our last episode of the month for Friday, which means it'll be B Crew in the Dreamverse. So we'll either see you on Wednesday or Friday, depending on how the dice are rolled. From those of us here at Barovian Nights, good night, and watch out for the tentacles.
No.
Good night.
No.